Chiswick ní agbègbè tí mo wà láì. Chiswick ni wọ́n ń pè bíbáyìí. It is not too far away from the Heathrow airport. Mo kí wa pé ẹ káàbọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i kákọ̀ tó bára wa ṣe one or two conversation. Àwọn alájà pọ̀ ládùúgbò yìí o. Àwọn alájà. It's all about the dogs. So, wọ́n like ajá ládùúgbò yìí. Àwọn pẹ́pẹ́yẹ ni ẹ̀rín yẹn ṣe rí. Work. Sherry, a society is a place that you want to live where you are not being intimidated. Ẹ kàn imagine tó bá jẹ́ pé bíbá ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àti ráwọn tó máa gba owó orí ìta, àwọn tó máa ní ẹ fún wa ní mo kí brother mi Fẹ́mi Adéyẹmí mo kẹ́yìn tẹ́tí darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Train to ó ń gbé àwọn èèyàn. I think that will be either a Piccadilly line, because Ibiba is Sumo Heathrow Airport. I'm not too sure. But Chiswick ni mo wà, so mo line wo ló lọ lórí Chiswick. But I've seen the plane moving because Heathrow Airport is approximately níbi tí mo wà tí bá ní kí n máa lọ sí Heathrow. I'll be about 35-minute drive. Now, there's nothing much to talk about than just to continue to, tell our people that we want to opt out of Nigeria. Kò gbọ́dọ̀ mú jà dání now. All we are saying is that Nigeria, never worked and it is not going to work. So what we should expect is that we should talk about the amalgamation, because in Toba joined together, Lotamani, what God has joined together, let no man. But Toba this stage, we have the right tí nǹkan kan yàn bá work. Ọ̀rọ̀ Nigeria ò work ni. Kó bá yẹ pé ó ń wọ́ọ̀kì ni eléyìí tá à ń ṣe yìí ẹ̀yin kan ti máa sọ fún wa pé ṣé kò tí ì sú wa ni. Kò work fúnran Yorùbá. A ti wà backwards. Wọ́n ò jẹ́ ká tẹ̀síwájú. Sparklies, good morning. Mo kí Fẹ́mi Adéyẹmí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ bá ń kí àwọn family. A ní pẹ́ lórí ètò náà, àmọ́ in tí mo kàn fi fàyọ ni pé why should we remain in a block of a country tí kò ní value fún citizen, tí kò dẹ̀ respect àwọn tó jẹ́ ọmọ ìlú yẹn? What we should be now asking is, ǹjẹ́ a lè kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà? Yes. Ọ̀nà wo la máa fi gbà? A máa negotiate, a máa béèrè fún right wa. But àwọn politicians wọ́n lè máa sọ fún wa pé no, a máa build in Nigeria. Then Nigeria will eventually work for us. Nigeria ò lè work fún wa. If anybody is saying that Nigeria will work for us, the question is, for how much longer do we need to wait? Because the life average of a human being, láyé nísìn, tí o bá pẹ́ jù láyé, Mr. Edun Yusuf Abiodun Mokinyin, I think that is an overground train, because color yẹn yàtọ̀ sí èyí tó lọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. So that means pé lórí line kan yẹn, normal on the ground train lọ lórí ẹ̀ àti normal overground train. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àdúgbò táwa ló ń pè ní Chiswick ní central London, which is not too far away from the Heathrow airport, and it's a Friday morning where people are doing whatever they need to do depending on what you are doing, because àwa ní intern ṣe olúkálùkù náà ló ní tó ń ṣe. So as I always say on my platform all the time, I'm going to bring the camera back to my face because mo fẹ́ kẹ́ rí ojú èmi náà nínú broadcasting. All we are saying is that, look, if we are talking about Nigeria, we will talk about different things that is affecting us. And we don't want to be talking about what is affecting us. We want to talk about how should we exit what is affecting us. Because something is affecting us, and whatever is affecting us is having a big impact on our life. It's taking us backwards rather than taking us forward. And I don't think Yoruba people, regardless of whether you agree, Bishop Adesina Mokinye, very good morning, Mokibu Gwentewa, ni Lagos Island, ni Alimosho local government, and around the world. If something failed to work, can we do something about it? Yes. And what we can do about it is to talk about it and then start allowing people to understand. Because people are saying that Nigeria is our leadership problem. No, we are not one people. We are different people. We have the Igbos, the Hausas. We have different languages. That has even had a big impact on our lives. Our languages stand on in Nigeria. Ó ti pọ̀ jù. a fẹ́ sọ Yorùbá nìkan, wọn ò fẹ́ sọ English, à ń ṣe Igbo, a kì í ṣe Hausa, and all these is all the reason why we are saying we're going to de-amalgamate. So I'm going to move a little bit away from here because, like I always say, we all have, because that's a plane. Like I said to you earlier, we are very close to the Heathrow airport. That means, as the holiday is still in, many people are flying in, many people are flying out. Again, the train services, one day, gbogbo tó build ṣe rí pé ibi tí train yẹn gbà kọjá tá a bá ní káwo gan ó ti yàn fẹ́ ṣe pa ṣé níbi arúgbó yìí náà ni train ṣì ń lọ lórí ẹ̀. Yes, as long as the safety test is done, the train can still travel on it. We can travel within Yoruba land as well, but the problem is we've not been able to build a proper road network. So I'm going to move close into this little big watabani point of no return. Koiki mbolo tó wà yìí bó ṣe rí náà nìyẹn gbogbo àwọn ibi tẹ́ ń rí nísìn very old buildings but wọ́n maintain ẹ̀ ilé àdúgbò yìí tó o bá ní £1 million gbogbo ibi táwọn olòṣì máa ń ra lé sí nìyẹn tó o bá ní tó £1 million £500,000 ilé àdúgbò yìí ó wọ́n gan. But like I said, as we move from one location to the other, location tànà ó yàtọ̀ sí tèmi mọ̀ pé tó máa shoot movie ó lè wà ní location kan, you have to keep moving from one location to the other. So I just want us to see what is called a local government. Ibi báyìí la máa pè ní that again. Àwọn tó ń lájà wọ́pọ̀ ní gbogbo àgbègbè yìí o, àwọn alájà. Good morning. What's the name? What's the name of the dogs? Okay, all right. So one thing we got to understand is that, and again, okay, let me quickly give you something. That, there's a controlled area, control zone. That means láti 10 o'clock títí di 12, right? Oh, call it baby by koja anyhow, because it is a controlled area. That's a little pub, where people can have a meal. But one thing people don't understand is that when we talk about the local government, the role of a local government is to make sure that the people, it functions, it works for them. A local government is the one that take care of the local area. In local, in toba je federal ló máa take care. But in toba ti jẹ́ pé local government, London Borough of this, London Borough of that, right? All this means that it is now the responsibility of the local government to make sure that things work in accordance. If you buy anything, mọ́tò tó bá máa gba ibà kò gbọ́dọ̀ ju that height kó má bàa kọlu in tó wà lókè. So when we are now telling our people that kí ló dé tí àwa náà ní local government tó ń ṣiṣẹ́, it tells you between 6:30 to 8 mọ́tò báyìí lè gbà bí ìwà kọjá. O mọ̀ why? Torí pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí àwọn ará àdúgbò tó ti sùn káwọn mọ́tò ńláńlá báyìí kó wá máa disturb wọn. So between 6:30 and 8 a.m. that means pé tírọ̀lẹ́ bá ti ń mọ́ o lè gbà bí ìwà kọjá tó bá ń drive irú mọ́tò báyìí ó ti wà restricted. That means that òfin àwọn tó máa drive wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ pọ̀ fún yẹn mọ́. But in Nigeria, we have 774 local government. Wọ́n wá ní kó return àwọn local government yẹn back into full autonomy. Àwọn governors refuse. Ẹ mọ̀ why? Because wọ́n mọ̀ pé inú local government yẹn ló ti ń control ẹ̀yin aráàlú. Aráàlú tó bá dẹ̀ ti ń control from the local government nílé function. Functionality that particular agbègbè kò ní ṣiṣẹ́. And that is why for a very long time we have never seen local government fully in good operation. Ibi báyìí nísìn resident permit holders parking only. O lè páàkì sí ibi báyìí torí pé ẹlòmíì máa wá páàkì sí ibi báyìí á lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ní tro. Àwọn ará àdúgbò máa wá suffer the consequence of it. All these are reasons why some of us are saying lè gbé ní society táyà wa máa já. I don't want to live in that kind of society. I'm sure many of you tẹ́ wà ní Nàìjíríà náà fẹ́ gbé ní society tí intimidation máa wà, tí lè set up business yín, tí lè ṣe ń tẹ́ fẹ́. All these, Mukia Ganiloyede Olori, Muki, and this is why Koikimedia is saying, enough of these shenanigans from our politicians that have made us to live in a very difficult way. And we will continue to highlight all these, whether they like it or not. Àwọn kan lẹ́ni ẹ mo ríyàn kan láàárọ̀ tí mo ń ṣe live ó ní kémi lọ show ghetto London gan sì dájú Victoria Island yìí lọ ghetto London ó dájú Banana Island lọ because tó bá pààyàn nínú ghetto ní bíbá ọlọ́pàá máa ṣe investigation ikú Mohbad nísìn ó ti ń lọ bí 1 year nísìn àìtí mẹ́ni tó pa Mohbad because kò sí ní thorough investigation bí àṣà Dr. Kemi Onúlọ́yọ̀ Múkẹ́ Abdullahi máa kàn sí ẹ àbọ̀rọ̀ mo yé nísìn wọ́n ti bọ́ọ̀jì investigation ní Mohbad because ẹni tó bá kú ẹ jẹ́ n fìdí kalẹ̀ sí bíbá béèyàn bá kú ó ti di dandan pé kó ṣe investigation so táwọn kan bá ní kí n lọ show ghetto yes ghetto wà ní UK èmi ò dispute yẹn mo máa ń sọ fún yín pé poverty wà ní UK èmi ò dispute yẹn but n tí mò ń sọ ni pé púpọ̀ nù yín ìyàlẹ̀ ń jẹ and ìyà tẹ́ ń jẹ yẹn kò tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn ẹ̀yin lè rò pé ó tẹ́ yín lọ́rùn àwa ò wà comfortable with it n tó ń jẹ́ ká máa jáde ká máa pariwo Olórí Àjàyí mo kí yín mo júbà ẹ̀yin alẹ́ mo júbà ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà mo júbà ẹ̀yin ìyá dáadáa tí ẹ sọ pé Kóìkì máa báṣẹ́ lọ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá ń sọ pé yẹn ẹjọ́ nìkan là ń rò ẹjọ́ náà la máa kọ́kọ́ rò náà a máa kọ́kọ́ rojọ́ wa síta torí pé ta bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń jà nísìn ta bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń ṣe kíni ta gbé gìtá síta ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń yín gìtá kọ́ má bàa sọ pé ẹ bá dẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ ṣe ìtàn pè ní tọmọlúàbí la ṣe ń ṣe nísìn bọ̀ tó bá ti di woro sí woro ní dá yín lóhùn mọ́ kò tí ì di woro sí woro nísìn la ṣe ń sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ kájọ jókòó kájọ sọ bí tọmọlúàbí ẹ jẹ́ kí gọ́vnà bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ kí ló dé tí gọ́vnà sá fún wa kí ló dé tẹ̀ ń bẹ̀rù wa we want to have discussion with you ẹ má rò pé àwa jàbí àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re àwọn ò ní dá yín lóhùn tó bá dé stage kan àwọn bàbá yẹn lẹ ti intimidate ẹ lè intimidate àwa àdè lè bẹ̀rù yín torí ẹ kì í ṣe ọlọ́run nìkan la lè bẹ̀rù Ganiu Suraju mo kí yín mo kí gbogbo ẹni tẹ́tí ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa so ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ fáwọn èèyàn tó ń béèrè pé kí ló dé ta fẹ́ ṣẹ̀rí train yẹn ló ń lọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan again behind me there you can see it overground nìyẹn overground train wà underground train wà bus services wà gbogbo interfin sọ pé a local government ó gbọ́dọ̀ function àdúgbò tí mo wà nísìn reason tí ẹ ṣe rí tó clean by tó ní society tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ lè sọ pé Kóìkì sáwọn èèyàn gbé níbí báyìí ni wọ́n ń gbé níbẹ̀ olúkálukú wà nulẹ̀ ẹ̀ wọ́n ti ṣí curtain tán wò mí báyìí but kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe because inú public area ni mo wà mo ní right láti record kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè ṣe wọ́n lè máa ṣí window wọn kọ́ máa pé ta ni bọ̀bọ̀ dúdú tó tún wá sádùúgbò wa yo because àdúgbò àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun ni mo wà yìí tá à ń pè lóyìnbó àwọn lọ́pọ̀ ládùúgbò yìí lóòótọ́ àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ bíi tiwa náà wà níbẹ̀ mú kí n lẹ́ẹ̀kan sọ Olórí Àjàyí so gbogbo wọn máa wò mí kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe nítorí pé a disturb èèyàn kankan so and at the end of the day all we are saying is that ǹjẹ́ bá ṣe fẹ́ gbélé ayé wa lélẹ́yìí eléyìí nísìn ló ń jọ́ọ̀gì lọ nísìn kéèyàn kan wá kí mọ́lẹ̀ kó bá sùn ṣèbí nǹkan tó ń ṣe fáwọn èèyàn wa nìyẹn ní Nàìjíríà ẹ wọnú farm kí àwọn èèyàn mọ́lẹ̀ fàdé wọn yá a lè gbé nírú society bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so Nigeria must be divided ó ti wà ní the verge of break up the center is not holding ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá ní but Kóìkì ẹ jẹ́ kí Tinubu ṣe débì kan káwọ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe àdí Tinubu mú a kàn sọ pé tí Tinubu bá wà lọ ṣe tán tó ò bá lọ ṣe ń ta fẹ́ ń kọ́ ṣe mọ̀ pé yẹn ó máa jẹ́ baba problem fún wa tí Tinubu bá ṣèjọba ẹ̀ tán tí kò fún yín ní nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ that will be a disaster so this is the time tó yẹ ká engage Tinubu ọmọ Yorùbá ní Tinubu kò kí ń ṣe ọmọ Haúsá kò ń ṣe ọmọ Fúlàní kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe ọmọ Ìgbò so he needs to speak to us ó gbọ́dọ̀ bá bàbá Akíntóyè sọ̀rọ̀ bọ́ gbogbo ètò máa sọ pé yẹn òun ò fẹ́ gbọ́ nípa Yorùbá country àti táwọn gómìnà sọ ẹ̀ ń tanra yín ẹ̀yin governors yẹn kí ni mo sọ ẹ̀ ń tanra yín ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ torí pé tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tó wà nílé tó bá yá ó máa di woro sí woro àdẹ̀fẹ́ kó di woro sí woro a fẹ́ ní a peaceful exit là ń fẹ́ àwọn òlú ti break up kò ń ṣàwà la máa kọ́kọ́ pín kò ń ṣe àwa la máa kọ́kọ́ pín. Ìlú ti pín lóríṣiríṣi, ìlú dẹ̀ tún máa pín, wọ́n máa pín lénìí, wọ́n máa pín lọ́la. Let us work together. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá ń sọ pé ẹ ṣe ariwo yìí nìkan lẹ́ máa pa, ẹ need the action. Okay, irú action wo lẹ fẹ́? Okay, ká jáde ká dàlúrú? No, kò ń ṣe pé ká dàlúrú ló máa gba Yorùbá nation nìkan. It is all part of the engagement. A máa engage ni. So as I leave us this morning, as I leave us this afternoon, let us remind ourselves that Yoruba country is the only way. Allotment ló ń pe bí báyìí. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe nǹkan àgbẹ̀ kéékèèké, àwa ní farm, London Borough of Onslow ládùúgbò tí mo wà yìí. Ṣé rí allotment? So kí ló mean by allotment? Wọ́n máa fún wọn ní ilẹ̀ kéékèèké tó máa fi gbìn nǹkan. Àwa nílẹ̀ rẹpẹtẹ, àárín kankan fi ṣe, kọ́lọ̀ kó ṣàánú wa. Ibi báyìí nísìnyí ó máa apply fún ni, ó máa apply, wọ́n máa fún ẹ nílẹ̀ kékeré. Mo kí Mr. Olúwafẹ́mi, wọ́n máa fún ẹ nílẹ̀ kékeré. You will now be able to use it, to crop. Allotment ni. So if àwọn èèyàn ló níbẹ̀, wàá ṣí, wàá wọlé, wàá ṣe tó fẹ́ ṣe, wàá dẹ̀ tún jáde. So let me remind us again, self-determination is not a crime, and self-determination is not calling for war. We are only saying that, is it going to work or is it working? Is Nigeria working? The answer is no. Mo kí Ganiu Suraju lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo àwọn àfà àti gbogbo ẹni tí ó máa kí ìrun jímọ̀ lọ́sàn-án yìí. Kí Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè kó wọlá inú ẹ̀, kó wọlá gbogbo in tó ń bẹ nínú Quran, kó gbàdúrà wa kí a lè rí àṣeyọrí, torí pé ó ti sú ọmọ Yorùbá. We want to build our own country. We are tired of being Nigerians. Nigerians are outside, they are struggling. Nigerians are inside, they are struggling. Ìyà ń jẹ gbogbo wa. Lóòótọ́, àwa kan wà better off. A lè máa dán lójú, a lè máa dán láwọ̀. But we don't want to be part of Nigeria. We want to go out of Nigeria so that we can have our own independent Yoruba country. We can build our own country. Kódà bóun wà ká tẹ̀ máa lọ máa ṣiṣẹ́ ọmọdọ̀ nínú country wa kò matter. We can build it. Doctors, engineers, professors, scientists, and this is all what we have asked for. So as I leave us this morning, mo kí Yorùbá nìyí, a tún máa pàdé again in another location, because location ó yàtọ̀ síra wọn. Location tá wà yìí, beautiful location ni. Èmi náà like ibi tá ti wá shoot film lénìí. Location yẹn dá gan. Very expensive location. Àwọn ilé tẹ̀ ń rí over £1 million ni o. Wọ́n fọ́ lójú. Mo kí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Gani Olóyèdé. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa tún fídíò yẹn wò. I think this is the second video for the day. We might still have 1 or 2 or 3 more. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, Yorùbá nation not going back. God will continue to protect ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé tá a fi máa kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. But let us remind the politicians, it is your responsibility to protect and defend the territorial ground of Southwest while Nigeria is still operating. Lè máa gba 700 million every month. Kẹ́ má fa àwọn èèyàn wa ní ààbò. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you all. Bye for now.